The texts of Aqeedah, of doctrine, again, pretty standard across the traditional Islamic world, particularly following Fakhruddin Razi and the commentaries on Razi's works that led to the great traditions of Giorjani, Taftazani, Nasafi, and others, and the commentaries on those works and the abbreviations of those works, which form the backbone of doctrine teaching in the madrasas across the traditional Islamic world, and so on and so on. The texts of Hadith and Arabic grammar, and the works of the Ma'qul, the philosophical, intellectual traditions in Islam, including sciences such as mantiq and logic. Remarkable consistency. And one way in which that took place was that the Muslim world traditionally was a place of travel and also was a place of pilgrimage, that the scholars met each other on the Hajj. And it was possible for somebody to come from Sumatra and one end of the Islamic world, and on the Hajj they would spend weeks and months waiting for the blessed month with scholars from Morocco or from Timbuktu or from Bosnia or from any other place. And that led to a certain globalization, as it were, of Muslim scholarship, which is one explanation for the fact that these basic texts and these basic curricula are not identical, certainly, but certainly part of a single sense of what it is to be al-Sunnah, wal-Jamā, despite the enormous size of the traditional Ummah. And as we'll see, and as we'll hear later on this evening, the role of Indian scholars going to Mecca and going to Medina, developing links with the scholars of those cities and scholars of other places, and then returning to India, is often one of the forces that are at work in triggering forms of Tajdeed and renewal in the various dramatic periods of the history of Islamic scholarship in the subcontinent.